¿Qué tal? Pues gracias por la...
Well, thank you very much for the introduction. It's been super cool seeing the different approaches about waste. And we're going to talk about Almacén de Residuos. It is a multidisciplinary project that wants to generate spaces of collective practices to transform waste into resources. We work basically with organic waste, but what is waste? I don't know if anybody wants to volunteer and answer this question. What's waste? Silvia, what's waste?
Pues quizás
So waste is something that it's useless to us, and we don't want to see, we want out of our houses, and we don't want to see this thing or material any longer. Yeah, what is the general vision of what's waste? And this would be the image of organic waste. So waste, it goes in the garbage, and then we don't wonder what happens next. And maybe it's a lack of creativity, lack of energy devoted to this element, which is just matter and can be a resource. This is a research that I did about eggshells, and these are year figures. It is a brunch restaurant that gave me their eggshells, and then in Spain, and then I have no idea at planetary level, and how we can process the waste through different granulometries. We can use it for other materials. It's picture. This is the orange peels, and if we process it with the different granulometers and different powder sizes, it can be a useful matter. It can be a resource. And this is our Almacén de Residuos, our waste warehouse. It is located in Sant Martí, in El Clot neighborhood. And the idea is to do this transition towards a model of circular economy, but also social economy, because it's important that we do it together, and that is boosted by all of us. So some questions as triggers in our project. Is it possible to organize collectively the organic waste of the neighborhood, and can we truly make other products and materials with this organic waste? And then to boost the empowerment of citizens, these things that can be done in your house, everybody can do them, and to offer knowledge and to share these practices and these techniques to do this transformation of the waste into a resource. So as Lara says, the warehouse has 3 strategic lines. First of all, working with the citizens, then working with the food industry, and then this practice community, the community that is in the warehouse. So we do intersectoral collaboration, participation of the citizens, and then the administration, which had an important role. The first pilot project was funded by the City Lab of Cornellà, and now we are receiving funds from the metropolitan area of Barcelona, and also technical collaborations with the Ateneo de Fabricación Fábrica del Sol, and also the researchers that work with the materials and explore with the materials and do the knowledge transfer. And then finally the food industry, the shops and restaurants that provide waste and that end up by being resources, and then also engaging in this transition towards zero waste. And now with this 3 different lines with the citizens, we are doing like a collective X-ray, so to say, of the habits and the perception of the waste management in Barcelona. And we are using different tools, like for example, to know the opinion and the perception of people about waste management. We used more physical tools last year, and now we are using a digital tool. We will share the link with all of you. And what is the perception of the waste management in Barcelona? So there's still a long way to go. Or for example, which are the main causes of the problems of the waste management in Barcelona? For example, sustainable production systems, the lack of awareness, and this helps us to focus the next actions in our project. And then how do we separate the waste at home, which is more practical? And with the food industry, there is a commitment towards a model of zero waste. We started doing a mapping with different stores interested on collaborating with us in order to understand the type of waste they have, the volume of this waste. And apart from being a very interesting research in our neighborhood, this allows us to understand the practical things. And this allows us to know which are the things that we have. And here you can see that we are collecting different product, eggshells and lettuces, and we have incorporated something new, the development of a study case and a prototype of a product. And we are working with Bioma. They produce kombucha in the neighborhood to explore the material and the possibilities it has, and to develop a final product to close the loop, and also to give it a diversity of revenues, and so that we can sell in a way this product. And the symbiosis of the aerobic layer when we generate kombucha. And it's been used as a substitute of meat in many places. And also it is just cellulose, and it works for many things, and it can be used for many other things. And this is why we have used Bioma. And also to develop some tools and methodologies. And then finally, and the citizens' empowerment. the creation of the territory. And really, a lot of people want to learn and want to do things, and it's been very beautiful because the different activities that we have done, a lot of people, and we are so isolated in a way. There were seniors, aged people, there were children, there were young people, there were, I don't know, it was beautiful to explore the materiality with the people who normally don't share spaces or knowledge. And these workshops at the end boost the waste processing, separating the organic waste and cleaning them when necessary, keeping them in the freezer and bringing them back when we are going to process them. And then the trainings. There are a lot of things that can be done with waste. So we've done a paper workshop with coffee, with coffee shells and with coffee beans. Once you grind it, the leftover, the scraps, and also with vegetables that are not beautiful enough to be sold. And we are going to do our sun dehydrating unit so that waste don't start decomposing. And then we are going to do pigments and fertilizers, cosmetics. Also, we've done cleaning products, so there are so many things that can be done with organic waste, and it is something that it was done in the past, but now nobody knows about them. So I invite you to get to know the project, and also from your countries and your households to investigate what you can do with your own resources, with your own waste that are new resources. This is the food workshop. Also fermentation. And also, if you want to collaborate and answer a survey about what do you think about waste management, this is a brochure of the workshops this year. And this is the survey I mentioned a moment ago. If you want to collaborate, you can scan the QR code and you will help us to create this mapping and to understand the problem, not only the things that we see, but also to understand, to truly understand what's going on. And what do you think? And also, if you want to participate in the workshops or in the service, it is important to mention as well that the idea of the project means that the workshops are open and free to all citizens. It is our requirement since the beginning in the project, and so that they are inclusive and that all people have access to this knowledge. Thank you.